Michigan is dollar store Georgia. Let's just be real.
So to what extent dollar store Georgia? Because they definitely were
They're
last
very
year.
less talented Georgia. That's what they are. No
Well,
one,
that's definitely what they
their
were last
quarterback's
year.
not scaring anybody.
Yeah, so we know what we saw last year.
Talking about this year.
And I'm getting there. So we get to this year, and that's the question. If Georgia on that night was obviously 34-11 better than Michigan, and actually they were better than that. They could have rolled it up even beyond that. So if they're the same team, they're the same version of a team, the same approach, the same concepts, and this is the difference. Has that gap been?
Oh, between Georgia and Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Georgia and Michigan would be a much more competitive game this year, mainly because of their change at quarterback. Yeah, I think the game would be more competitive this year than it was last year. Well, change of quarterback and experience. You can't make up for lack of playoff experience. I do think that that's a big moment, and I think having been there before, it's not going to decide the outcome of a game, but I think it's one of the factors that plays in. I think that's why somebody like an Alabama, even an Ohio State, has been to the playoffs a bunch of times. It's just more comfortable. Georgia now, teams that have been to the playoffs before, I think that it's a little bit of a factor. But yeah, I think Georgia and Michigan would be a more competitive game this year than it was last year for sure.